All right. You're good on Discord right now. All right, in that case, I may as well go start up the game. Let's go. The lighting is good enough here. Could be. Everything should be okay. Everything should be okay. I had to like manage my cables around again because like my microphone wasn't like recognized for some reason. It's kind of loud a little bit. All right, so we're gonna start our night off with some, the usual stuff and whatever else. Without talking about nonsense that I don't really care about. Got like a letter from Gullivar, but I was thinking I'm gonna go maximum. So I had this dream. I was playing baseball on the moon and it was snowing protein powder. It was made of fish. I won and was crowned king of Moon Muscle City. There's a guy to this. Athlete Billy. Okay. Twitter has been getting a lot of strange dreams lately. I see Mitzi over there just fishing. Before I talk to KK for the usual, just want to see if anyone else is just closing on in. Hi, Auntie. Nice to see you here. Just looking for a while. That's fine. Oh, there's Audie. Gonna do this now while you're chilling with KK. I figure, why not? Okay, so I gotta plant another tree. Oh my god, a fruit tree. I hate having to do this. Because the more I do these consecutively without having to chop them down, the more I'm gonna have clutter on my beach. Because I have a Nook Must task for that, may as well. So, got that. And let's see. Sulfur, I'll be doing that later. This one I gotta do. This one I'll be doing later. Alright, let me go get my weekly KK tunes. You know what? I'll leave it up to him for now. I see Raymond's just hopping in. Alright, whatever. KK song. What a name. What the name? Oh my god, we beat the game. I'm joking. Oh yeah, that's Telltale KK song. Like literally on like almost every Nintendo game. Yeah. It sounded like KK's having a little bit of trouble trying to sing, but I think that's just part of the song. Now he's playing his acoustic. Like I don't know if I'll ever get to hear like all the acoustic versions of the songs. Like I probably won't be able to, but it's like whatever. Like that's what I should have done for like every week. I have KK over. Oh, oh. Oh, nah. And ow. So how much it was? 82, I think. I forget. I lost count. 81. I'm not even at 82. So I'm only like 19 away until I get to 100. And this doesn't involve time traveling. What are you doing here, Kiki? Dinner plan? I don't know, like what kind of like last minute dinner plan I would be in. Like what I have to eat or choose. I would just have to choose either pizza or Chinese food or whatever I feel like. Oh yeah, I gotta plant a freaking coconut. Or fruit tree basically. Okay, I didn't even to dig this up, but you know that's fine. I forgot about the presents I have. Need to put this away. Even though I have too many pirate stuff. Judge if I'm selling that. We'll plant this here. There we go. Let me see. Wow, I hope I haven't like missed any palms for the coconuts. I should probably be fine. Wait, did I check the seashells? There aren't any. Okay. They usually, no, they have, some seashells behind it from that perspective sometimes. I had to dig these flowers out. Like, I had rain on my island past week. I'll get rid of these, that orange, windflower and those 2 red flowers I have. Because, like, I only have them for a Nook Mouse task. A requirement to plant these. My park is gonna be full because of these flowers. But I think I'll be okay. I hope. Give me this. Crowley. Jungle flooring. I think I'll put away that pirate dress because I don't want to sell it. What are the hot items? Because, like, I'm running ironwood clock, shell partition. Iron nugget. Not much. Shell partition. What does it look like? Oh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Beam. Come on. No one on my buttons wouldn't recognize. Oh yeah, let me go craft this debate. My list is so massive I have to like scroll all the way just to get to where I need to be. I don't know if the new update will have like fast scrolling or whatever, but I don't think they mentioned anything like that. We're like what, about 2 weeks away? And that's gonna be a while to wait until the new update arrives, so hopefully it'll be worth the wait. I'll give it like so much to do in Animal Crossing for now. Stolen Detective. I don't even think I want to catch that fish. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother anyways. I would have caught more big fish if it wasn't if it was still summer, but already passed, so oh well. We got like good ones at least. Let me move this here. Now we gotta find one more fossil. There it is. Got Rudy sitting like this. I mean to dig this up. Gosh dang it. Get back. I gotta be careful not to dig out that stump. Oh, he's looking at that bug. Okay. Oh, like, what are you doing? See a bug on the pumpkin farm. I'll pick these up later because, like, I don't have much room. Like, any more of these pumpkins. I think we're good. I haven't got the 1,000 bells dug up, so I'm good. Yeah, let me plant this Lily of the Valley plant right here. I always gotta find a spot for them. I'm trying like not to replace every flower with those. I do need to have as many as I can around my island. Right, yes. Oh yeah, I'm also currently at like 1.8 million Nook miles. I'm like kind of close to 2 million. I don't know if we'll achieve 2 million by the end of the year, but see what happens. I feel like it might be doable. But I really don't know how consistent I want it to be. With 2 million Nook miles. Although then again, I'm gonna have like more spent. The new update arrives, so I probably won't be able to have that chance. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother. I haven't seen a balloon. Yeah, I guess they're like nothing to store. Alright, time to go sell them. Oh, wow, look at all this stuff here. Lab experiment set. I think I have it. Let's just search for it. I should have it already cataloged. I remember owning it before. I think someone else wanted it before as well, so I had to get him that. Yeah, I have this. Yeah, there's really nothing else. I still didn't bother decking my island to be Halloween, but like that's whatever. Oh, yeah, I had like 320 as my current prices for high prices earlier this week. I don't know if it was on a Thursday or yesterday, but it was pretty high enough. Not that it matters, because like I'm not selling turnips anymore. All I have to do is dive for some sea creatures. I'll probably do that later. Normally in my routine, I'll be able to like dive before the shop opens in the early morning, but that won't be the case for tonight. I'm sticking with like the original way. Fine for now. Nothing new on wallpapers, flooring whatsoever. It's just there and that's it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I really hope we have new clothing for the Able Sisters. I know we will probably for like other ways, but I hope we get oh hi Whitney. Some brand new ones added in as well when the new updates arriving. I think Label was in my island earlier as well. Can't remember, but either way. I think she was. Oh well. I don't need this. Like, there's really nothing, honestly. Oh well. Like, nothing interesting. Oh well, it's fine. Like, I don't think that, like, I'm missing anything specific. Well, not that I'm collecting everything. It's more like if I have this or not. I had a few instances where, do I have this in this color? And then I'll have to check to see if I have it in green. And oh my god, I don't. I think that happened to me recently. Oh yeah, I got any Rustic Park because Gulliver was here. I'm getting like a little closer to 30, whatchamacallit. 30 of these rusted parts. I don't want to use them up right away or just save them and give them to someone. Which lie or coral pink basically. Yeah, there's really nothing on. I might have just deposit, nothing to check or redeem. That's it. many do I have in my storage? 23.99. Jeez, I hope I can manage before the update arrives because I really need that storage right away. The moment I boot up Animal Crossing on November 5th, I'm getting that storage expansion right away. No hesitation. Yeah, I have like 21 of these rusted parts. Guys, I don't know what I want to get rid of. Okay, I do have these pirate clothing. I keep getting too many of them because I keep getting Gulliver and Gullivar every other week. Just fill up my inventory really fast. If anything, I should just sell them and I can get them back anyways. I'll probably think about that later. I'm not gonna do that right now. It's just a really pain. Real pain having to keep these special items, special characters every time. Sick of it. So I'll try to see if I can manage until we get more storage expansion. Just hope it isn't just hope I can like stay in a while longer because like I don't have anything else to give. I do have the wedding items, but I kind of regret spending a lot of my heart crystals for a bunch of them. Here I was thinking I should build up like a wedding area, but it ain't the case. And these freaking Sanrio items literally hogged up a lot of my storage space as well. Whatever, let's just go shake some trees and get some stuff. I don't have the shovel out. Actually, I was digging up some stuff, that's why. Wait, do I have a Nook Mustache related to hitting the rocks? No. Okay. Because it always feels like I just have it as a task every time. Not really. Because I always feel like I always have at least once every week. Oh my god, it was a wasp. And there's another one. Just invading their neighborhood territory. How long has Mitzi been fishing? Like 30 minutes? Oh my god, that's the third one. Third wasp. Oh my god, there's like 2 of them. Bugs are like literally everywhere. They're just invading my island. I was gonna make a joke about Flick should be over the October bug off, but like, nah. We already had too many bug offs, honestly. Oh my god, it's a centipede. How much do I need to look for a centipede? I don't think I'm supposed to look for anything bug specific. No. How many do I have to catch like 5 of these bugs? All I need to do is just find like 3 sea creatures and I'm good. I was almost gonna say where the wasps have been, because I haven't seen them since the one behind the Nookling shop. So there's probably one more around. Oh my god, I'm almost gonna forget about that apple. I don't know why my mind just saw it. I picked up the middle thing and then forgot about it. Just only picked up the sides. Cause I'm gonna be seeing, why is there an apple? I forgot to pick it up like the next day. I had it happen a few times. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to pick it up the other day. Those scream. Oh, I think that's the last of them. And I hope we see like another one or two. Well, we already saw like one earlier, with 4 before this one. Oh, it just found like all 5 of these last really easily. Honestly, I could just go through the rest of the trees without having to use my net. I'm gonna go do that just this once. Well, I need to like have my shovel out at the ready. The last 3 rocks. I do have 5 wasps. Yeah. Okay. Dang it. I slip my flip phone every time. I gotta make sure I pick up the pumpkins, because, like, I forgot to do so the other week. And I tended to do that as well off stream, and I just derp. I always forget to pick up the pumpkins every time. I just got nothing but stone from this. Dude, what are you doing? You're drinking some Fanta orange soda. Almost said juice. Almost said orange juice. Been drinking too much recently. That's where I'm gonna have to like. Well, I can't put something right there. No. I don't know. Whatever. May have to like replace this bench with one with you know. I was gonna say the spine, or like the back thing of the bench. I could probably swap out that bench with the wedding bench in front of Mitzi's house if I wanted to. Oh no. I like how I'm shaking the rest of the trees without the net because I already got all 5 wasps. So I don't have to worry about that. There we go. Wow, it took like about 11 minutes to get through all this. Jeez, if only we're that fast. Well, probably 10 if I didn't have to talk to like few villagers and other things as well. I feel like if I ever get a Switch OLED and if I ever make another island, I'm gonna have to make sure I don't have too many trees. Like I'll probably have like a reasonable amount. Oh my god, if you got dumbbells, you can do anything. Bonnie's not here. He's hanging out with KK along with the other three. Yuzo, Kiki, and Mitzi's probably fishing, I betcha. He hasn't caught like a single fish in like over 40 minutes. Every day to do it on the weekend? Like playing this and other stuff every weekend. Maybe some shopping, but I haven't done any shopping. I don't think I plan to until next week, because I know a game's coming out on the Switch. Simple. Let me see what Winnie's up to in her house. I think Wolfgang might be... Okay, either Wolfgang or Sure might be doing DIY. Could be Sure. Actually, I didn't get any, like, gold nuggets, sadly. I wish. Because, like, at some point in, like, 2022, I'm going to run out of gold nuggets because I'm using them for mostly my tools. Having to rebuild a new shovel, net, rod. I don't have to worry about a golden axe because, like, I already don't need to use it much to chop down trees or anything. I only do it whenever I need to chop down trees. Cut down how many I want around. Blacker cart. Napping. Yeah, you're napping while you're having your eyes open and standing still like this, doing a wise thing. Alright, so the only one I haven't got to talk to is Wolfgang. Probably inside his house chilling. You know, I'll go talk to Mitzi because she's just too busy fishing. Not gonna be a sea bass. I'm not gonna bother with fish for now. Unless I get asked to go catch either 5 fish or maybe a specific fish that's pretty easy to get. As they ain't like catch a giant traveler, which I'm not gonna do. Or catch a goldfish or any fish from the pond. I'm not even gonna do that. I don't think I'm missing anyone else to talk to. I think I got everyone spoken with. I could put away my stone nuggets and clay. Well, I'm pretty much gonna be filled because of all these because of all this stuff I have. Okay, I did have enough to put away. So I feel like I'm like 2400 right now. Yeah. And I ain't having to do this every time. You know what? I have to get rid of some of the duplicate pirate items because I'm pretty much gonna get more of them every time I see Gulliver as well as Gulliver for dupes like that. I have like 5 different sombreros, and let me see. Getting rid of one of these. One of these. Color difference. Get rid of this one. I'll get rid of this. I have to get rid of the any dupes. I know these are dupes, but those are like different colors. So I may keep them anyways. Oh, I'm getting rid of this. So when I get like the storage expansion, I won't have to worry about this for like, I don't know, another year or so. But when I do get myself another Switch OLED, well, when I get a Switch OLED and then like Animal Crossing on there, oh, well, I'm going to transfer everything from this one to the new one and start a second island on Animal Crossing one as like my secondary one, basically. But when I do get 2 islands on Animal Crossing New Horizons, I'm definitely going to have to carry over some of the islands from mine all the way over there. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to like carry over most of the star fragments. Some other items, like I don't know about Nook. I mean, maybe the Nook Mouse tickets because I do want to do some villager hunting on the other one. Maybe the Taylor's tickets. I don't know. Maybe in one of the stacks of heart crystals, I could transfer that over. I'm definitely gonna have to keep the stones, iron nuggets, gold nuggets, and clay. Just like those are mine. I kind of need them for crafting purposes. Snowflakes, maybe I can carry over like half of these stacks. Half of the total stacks I currently have over. I'm getting rid of this one. When I get like the expanded storage capacity increase, I'm definitely gonna have to stock up on more wood and other stuff. Well, me except the pearls, because like it's gonna be too long to get 120. So I'm not even gonna bother. It's gonna be like, yeah, I was gonna say like a month's worth, but like since I get like mermaid clothing and other stuff, I don't think that's gonna be doable. So it'll probably take like, I don't know, 5, 6 or 6 months, like up to half a year if I had to get 4 stacks back. So like whatever. Alright, I think I have freed up a decent amount, not a lot. I'm also gonna have to carry over the multicolored clothing that I got from Gulliver. Like the geisha wig, for example, because I have too many of those, as well as the sombreros. I'll probably keep the one I'd want the most. And then as for the other ones, they're gonna be sent over. Yeah, I think I'm good. You know what? Because I remember what I'm gonna do. I don't want to forget about it right away. I'm gonna head to the pumpkin patch. Dang, it's not even 7 p.m. here. Hold up. Man, it looks so big. I was hoping it was gonna get me a rare fish. I don't know what kind of like rare fish are available at the pond. Aside from like a gar. Well, I don't know if the gar is still there. So I'm not even gonna like bet on it, so whatever. You know what I should do? I should pretty much open up a door, like right here, when I get the new update. Put the fence there, although I'm gonna have to move this block away, and then like put like the ladder, that you can have that you can leave on the on the cliff as long as you can without having to use your own ladder for it. But I'm not gonna do that. Well, I'll probably think about and wait until the new update. Alright, let me go sell everything else, and then we're gonna have paddle diving. Maybe work on some Nook Mouse tasks, because, like, probably nothing much else to do for now. I kind of have a feeling next week's gonna be a little more active on Animal Crossing because of Halloween. Although I don't think there's gonna be a lot to do next Saturday. Alright, time to dump my bells into the dispenser. Will I reach 150 million by the end of this year? Although then again, I'm going to be spending a ton of money on upgrades and whatever else. So if anything, it'll probably be a little unlikely. It'll have to depend more if I get lucky with the hot items and whatnot. If I want to make a lot of iron frames to get rid of my iron, for example. Stone arcs for my stone. And mix and match clay. Other items to make more profit. Alright, let's see if we can go find a scallop and a few other sea creatures. Or probably more. If I end up finding a stupid octopus. I'm not dying for this one. I was going to, but it's now spitting out a bit more bubbles than that. That's one I could probably go for. God damn it. What I mean, I feel like it's gonna be like this every stream. These, the pattern I'm looking for, and then it's just a freaking octopus, not a scallop. Although then again, that wasn't the case the other time. I just found a scallop and that was it. Pretty much got lucky. But it just feels like I always get a freaking octopus every time. Don't even think it's worth diving for this. And that ain't even worth diving for. Yeah, I'm lapping for like around the island for like once. I've not found a single scallop. Hi, Bait Perez. Nice to see you here. Good evening. Thanks for the follow, Sandstorm. I appreciate it. Oh, man. I have not even found a... Thanks for the follow, Mallory. I appreciate it. My man. Hi, Sandstorm. Nice to see you here. I'm gonna go for this one. Please let it be a scallop. My god. You excited for the new DLC? Yeah, I'm excited for the new stuff we're getting for Owl Crossing. Like the new update and the Happy Home Paradise DLC. I'm gonna be playing that a bunch. So like at this point, there's really nothing much left to do in Owl Crossing. Like all we do is like, oh my god, this stupid octopus. All I'm doing is collecting octopuses and freaking collecting items as well. And then that's pretty much it. Hopefully that would all change when we get it next month. But yeah, hopefully like that would be more engaging to play Animal Crossing next month. Like I'm just tired of how dull this has been this year. Oh, thank God. Like there's like nothing left to do in Animal Crossing. All I can do is wait until we get more stuff. Don't judge a book by its cover, judge it by the dedication to Mom or Nothing Man. I finally got a scallop. Jeez. Alright, so what else can I do for now? I went for a balloon. Water goby. I have to go fish in the river. Not in the pond, at least. I'm not doing that. Got a Valorant game, so I'm going to be lurking. Alright, Mallory. Enjoy your Valorant game. Hope to see you again next time. Joy. And there goes my axe. It's broken. Hey, you know, that means I can pretty much go craft for my other Nook Miles achievement thing. Although it's probably gonna go up to 1017. Although it'll be helpful to like free up some of the stuff I have. But not really, because I'm still gonna have my stacks anyway. Like wood or hardwood? No, I think hardwood's for the shovels. No, not this one. There we go. I'm gonna go put all this away. Hold up. Let me check to make sure I'm not exceeding any, Oh, fine. Okay. I thought I, have like a 4 stack already. Like, nah, I want to wait on adding in more stacks until I get the new expansion. There's water going around here. Oh, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Let me check just to make sure. In order to find a freshwater goby, yeah, they have to be at the river. Okay, cool. I don't remember the size specifically. I'll probably try to go for whatever I see. But like, I only remember like specific sizes very well. Just based on how valuable they are. They only get them for like selling for more money. Like any other fish, I don't even bother. Except for when I get them the first time. I'm here, fishy. I don't think this is the Gobi, but I'm gonna like go for it anyways. Yeah, there's nothing here. Oh, I thought there was like a bug right there. Probably worse if it was like a scorpion. Got a tire. Let's throw that away. Wolfgang just... I'm a legend. What? Oh. It could go be. I only gave him that track jacket just to match his color. Okay, well, let me throw... Oh, hi, Hazel. Royalty with you? Fine. I didn't mean to get off. Derp. Let me go throw away the old tire, because I don't need it. No. Let me go see which fish I need to go get. Well, I just need to go find a Gobi. So, let's look at the flower. Yeah, I have a black bass. And yeah, sure. I mean, I'm never attached to any of those bass. They're not even worth it. There's not even, like, a rare bass in the game, so it's like, whatever. Majors, oh my god. I made her day happy just by selling that bass to her. B? What is this, Mario Galaxy? Come here, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh my god, come on! Black bass pog! Oh my god, the black bass pog! Although I keep forgetting that the new PogChamp is just a freaking Komodo emote. That's what happens when I don't chat much on Twitch nowadays. I can't remember which size the Gobi are. I know they're probably like small or medium, I think. I don't know. Has there been a balloon flying by? I haven't really been paying attention. Also, hi Kiki. I noticed you were right there. And I got a stone. And I pretty much got like part of the amount back from the axe I had to break. Honestly, I was looking for a days I would have been done, but like now looking for a freshwater goby. But Missy's no longer fishing. Instead, she's just looking for bugs and flowers. What do you turn around? Come on. Aha. Even though it was just a black bass. Yeah, I have. Okay. I don't have my entire pockets filled. I was curious because I've been at it for a while. Well, now that she's no longer sitting. You're fishy. Gosh dang it! Oh! The mitten crab. We're getting close to winter. It's been getting cold lately. Means that we don't have to worry about using our ACs till next summer. I feel like if anything, I should probably prepare next year to buy a new air conditioner. The one we have is just pretty much garbage. I might as well have to look into that sometime. But not right now, or I just mean like when it's like, I don't know, May or something. And I keep getting more on black bass. I thought that was like a scorpion for a moment. I borrow the fish on the pond. At least it don't have to be a freaking goldfish. I'm tired of those. I'm basically tired of any fish I have to catch. Because they're not even that common. I don't even have too many ponds around my island. I only have like one. And that's it. How many hours have I spent playing this? I can check my profile. At least 16 now. 16. At least 1,625 hours. Don't know it'll be 1630. Like sometime after I'm done with this game, but I've been playing this for at least this long. It's pretty much the longest Switch game I've played out of all the other games I spent my time on. If anything, I may be able to reach 2,000, which is pretty much it's pretty much unachievable to me since I haven't reached 2,000 hours in New Leaf. But yeah, with the new updates and other stuff to look forward to in 2022, hopefully, it'll keep me very engaged in this game. So yeah. Alright, audience. But yeah, I can't believe I've been playing this game for over 1,600 hours. It's just mostly been, you know, doing like daily stuff and checking in every now and then. Some other things, but like that's pretty much it. I think the most you played was to build over 400 hours from Splatoon 2. Oh, there we go. Gosh dang it, stupid camera. I think for Splatoon 2, I think it's like at least 200. Although I don't think I'll be able to check anyways because I haven't played Splatoon 2 in like so long. Yeah, I kind of wish there was an update on the system where I can check my entire play activity instead of just the most recent ones I've been playing. Because I don't even remember how long I've been playing Splatoon 2. So I think it's like something like at least 200 hours or something, maybe 250. I don't remember how long. I don't know if I'll be able to play Splatoon 3 that long for next year when that comes out. Honestly, as much as I would love to play it a bunch, I don't think I'm gonna be investing on it much, but we'll have to see. It depends on other games coming up or not, as well as like if I'm hooked or something, or if I want to achieve a certain goal in the game. I put these away. Maybe this one as well. Okay, I was about to go redeem some Nook Miles, but I'm gonna check and see if the balloons are gonna show up. We're only like a minute away until it starts appearing, and then we gotta like skim back and forth until the balloon shows up. trying to check back and forth and see. It should come out from here because it's nighttime. Normally, if I was streaming this in the morning or in the afternoon, it'd be on the opposite side of the island that they come out from. Forget that you got to level 50 during the summer. You won't be playing any more of those. You gave your Switch away. Yeah, you told me about that. I can kind of feel like getting burnt out on playing games or just lost interest or anything. I mean, I haven't really been playing many games lately because, like, I'm just more like as a streamer myself, I'm just demotivated. Especially with all the problems going on Twitch with the hate raids, trolls, follow bots, and other fake users and other troublesome users causing a whole lot of problems around Twitch. It's one of the reasons why I'm just like very hesitant on streaming. Like I don't want to have like I don't want to have like more bad days of viewers just literally throwing a ton of negativity onto my channel. But I should probably, I need to get back into streaming more. It's just that with like more Nintendo games coming out, like Mario Party Superstars next Friday, and then there's Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games coming next in a few days as well. So the online membership expansion pack, and then there's the new update for Animal Crossing, and then I won't be getting the game, but Shin Megami Tensei 5. There's also the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl games, and I'm not seeing the balloon anywhere, even though I've been checking thoroughly. That's a shame. And I heard, and I know they delayed the Advance Wars reboot until spring, so oh well. But throughout starting like next this upcoming week and onward, it's gonna be pretty active for Nintendo. Like, to me, I'm going to be, like, playing a ton of them, so that it's going to be pretty wild. Like, I need to play my PS5 more. I was going to play some Spider-Man, but, like, I was still, like not feeling up to it, honestly. Well, I probably won't be able to like try to squeeze in anything for like, you know, between Mario Party Superstars and Animal Crossing update. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot to play through next week. Like if anything, I'll probably have to I'll have to contact the owner of the Switch Online family membership and see if we do have to chip in more money. Otherwise, I may have to back out of the family plan and have to go on well, I wouldn't say go it alone, but like probably spend the family membership myself, invite my older brother, and then just do that. Sequel will probably be the last new game you play. You might play Minecraft still, depending on what I do with your computer, if you can get on a laptop instead. Oh yeah, I know like the Breath of the Wild sequel is gonna be something you'll be playing. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing that game next year as well. It'll be something to look forward to a lot. Oh my god. I don't want to go for this eel, but you know what? I'm going to go for it. But I got playing more stuff coming next year, like the 3D Kirby game, the Kirby and the Forgotten Land. There's also Bayonetta 3 that might come next year. Although some of the releases may not be final, so we don't know if they'll be coming next year or much later in 2023 or so. What else? Yeah, of course, the Breath of the Wild sequel might come as well. So yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out early in like January 28th, I think, of 2022. So it's like late January. That's something I'm going to be playing through as well. I want to avoid spoilers again. Yeah, I would recommend so. Especially if this is going to be one of the last games you'll be playing. I would definitely 100% suggest avoiding spoilers. If you don't want to like your entire experience ruined on a bad note like that. Got that emote on accident. All I saw was a colon. I didn't see any emotes. But yeah, I would say I'd suggest I'd highly suggest avoiding spoilers. If you do say that this will be one of the last games you'll be playing. You know, still avoid spoilers regardless. Because to me, I just want the whole experience myself. Anyone telling me other stuff that I wish I could know about this later on myself without any backstating or hinting or spoiler stuff. Yeah, all that unnecessary stuff. I could have just experienced all that on my own. So yeah. Which I put it there for some reason. Oh, really? I haven't used the Twitch that much other than checking who's online, checking my whispers, other notifications and whatnot. Although it's kind of odd that I see emo pop-ups whenever I chat on Discord. It does that most of the time. Yeah, I haven't seen that happen to me much because I haven't been super active on Twitch at all for in terms of as a viewer, I mean. I feel like I've been watching too many streams, so it's oh, dab on the haters. I need to be active as a viewer if I want to watch more streams, but there's really not many to watch much anymore, sadly. It's mostly streaming, but oh well. Not sure how you play it though. Can't exactly borrow from someone. Oh, like the Breath of the Wild sequel? Or the Switch console? Sorry, I had to concentrate on this. Yeah, I don't know how, honestly, I just keep my own stuff whenever I have, video game related stuff, or pretty much almost anything, unless, I want to give up on something to someone else. Because, our brother, not our older brother, but not our younger brother, he gave up his PS5 digital console, my little brother. The only thing is, he encourages him to like not like do much with the console, like take it with him to other places, move it to another room, and other stuff. Also dab on the heaters. So it's like he has to deal with these restrictions, but at the same time, it's just not that bad once he accepts it though. You want to type this without Panic Basket trying to show up, without Panic Basket trying to show up instead? Oh, I see. Honestly, if I ever feel like whenever I want to type a specific emote and a different emote shows up instead of what I wanted, I have to like double check before I like before my trigger finger hits the enter key. Just to make sure if I'm using the right emote. Otherwise, I may have to like spell out the entire emote mostly, so I could be a bit more specific and avoid a lot of accidental typing whatsoever. I get those sometimes, but whenever I do end up typoing on accident, just so people wouldn't take things out of context or whatever, I usually be like, "Oh, my bad, I meant this, not that." But other than that, people still like shame on me for the memes and whatever as a joke, but oh well, it happens. Oh boy, I gotta find a sea bass. I already have one with me. The game won't even care if you already have one in your inventory. It's kind of dumb. Like, couldn't you just give me a fish I don't have? Like, whether I have it, like whether I have this on my pockets or in storage or displayed somewhere that I can pick it up anytime. But nah, it's like, go get it again. Is the sea bass. I really hope it's not hard to find a sea bass. I'd be so upset if that were the case. I'm gonna go for this. This one's like medium size. Now, I'm saying like small and medium sized fish around here. That's what the size should have been for literally the sea bass. That's the first thing you heard someone say that about a sea bass? It's all because of the Nook Mouse, man. Like the moment I have as a task, oh boy, I wonder how easy or hard it's gonna be. And it mostly ends up being a little harder than usual. This ain't it, but I'm gonna catch it. Now, I could have caught a zebra turkeyfish instead, and I would have been fine with it. It was like my Nook Mouse task, but... Although then again, I have talked about, like, wanting or needing to find a sea bass, because, like, I have as a Nook Mouse task a few times, or I have to go catch it for a specific villager, basically. It would be nice to dig in and keep track of things you caught that day. Yeah. Like an activity along what I've done and what I've caught for the day. There we go. It'd be nice if there was a log that does it so that the game could be smart on what my Nook Mouse task should be if I am consistent with them. But nah, the game's gonna be like, you know, I'll just give you some random thing and then if you want to do it, go for it. I also need to focus on crafting a bunch of tools like the axe and the fishing rods, for example, and a few others, so I can get that counter up close to 3,000. But it's gonna take so long. Nook Miles again? Whatever, that's fine. All I can do is just redeem Nook Miles. Sell them at the shop whenever ready to sell them. Yeah, I'm gonna hope when we get the new update, I'm gonna get every single new thing they have on the Nook Miles Redemption service. I know they added in like the Camera Pro update for it, as well as like a few other things, hairstyles and reactions and all that. So hopefully, I'll be getting everything I can. I mean, I'm like already anyways, because I have 1.8 million Nook Miles. I'm pretty much set for like everything Nintendo's gonna throw in at me. Same for bells. I'm so ready for that storage expansion. Pretty much ready for almost anything. Press rich. Yeah, I'm like so rich. And I'm still gonna be rich even after I get everything the new update throws in. I just don't know how many bells I'm gonna be spending. Probably gonna guess. Well, I wouldn't say 2.5 million, but like probably like up to 2 million, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know how much the expansion. I'm not gonna do this one. We're not gonna do any Nook Miles tasks there, because like I usually don't bother with those. Oh, put this in there. Let me see. So, yeah, I'm not gonna chop down trees. I'm not gonna craft any tools or DIYs. Customize the items or buy anything or sell hot items for a fortune. Honestly, there's really nothing that thing to do. Really? Moving to find a giant sea monster? Polishing rocks on the move impossible? Maybe. Speaking of polishing, I don't know how much of an impact polishing your furniture and items in your house would be. Like I don't think I'll be polishing every single item just because it's just gonna be so much to do. Like I have like about hundreds of items in my house displayed. I'm not gonna be going through every single room doing that. And if I have to do it like well, I wouldn't say every day, but like every few days, every week, it's just gonna be a real pain in the hassle. Like, it just wouldn't be worth it. It'll be even more of a chore doing that. Someone will polish rocks on the moon someday. Yeah, how come Neil Armstrong didn't? He was the first person on the moon. Be the first person to polish rocks on the moon. Unless that's already been done before. I guess now that I'm like done with like my usual daily stuff and also the unnecessary Nook Mile collection from doing a variety of tasks that I didn't need to do, but I felt like I may as well because there's nothing much going on. I'm just gonna go visit like a random dream island and see. Now, let me see if I've exceeded any stacks. Yeah, I'm good. I made it to like exactly 30 on this current stack of hardwood, so we're good. 2394 out of 2400. And I hope I can sustain for like 2 more weeks until I can finally redeem my bells. Well, I would spend my bells on the storage expansion. Because I even had to take out my freaking, whatchamacallit, my authentic paintings on the basement just to hang them on the wall to free up space. Even then, that's not going to be enough. This sucks. Nintendo could have given us like a storage expansion back on either the February or the March update earlier this year, so that we could like, you know, hold on a little longer if they were planning on adding even more storage. Hopefully I'll try to manage for like 2 more weeks. Like I'll have to do my best to continue selling my iron nuggets, stone, and other materials or hot items that I can sell at the store for a bunch of money, so we'll see. Alright, where are we gonna end up at this time? Azure. Azure. Haven't I been to an island like that, or is it a different Azure? Although I don't remember every single random dream island I've been to before. I wouldn't be too sure. Oh, it's 1 a.m. 1:25 a.m. on this stream. And do people like play Animal Crossing this late? I'm like, okay, I'm guilty that I do that. Only just to check and see if Celeste is here, the shooting stars, and a few other things. But I don't do that to update my Dream Island. Nice fountain with some lights. Green lights. I like the colorful hyacinths. Bench. Another bench. Gazira. I feel like this island is like sort of developing in a way. So this is the Nook's Cranny. This right there. Working cookie shop. That's a pocket camp item because I don't see this too often. Like some of the Mario items here. Oh, this is another way. Okay. Gotta make sure we check the beach. There's really nothing here. I don't know if this is gonna be reserved for display only or something like that. Never this one. Yeah, it seems like this is a work in progress island because there's some stuff that feels like there's potential to be added in at some point. If I recall correctly, I remember Night Outlet giving me this item because I don't have any of the whatchamacallit. I don't have any Pocket Camp items because I haven't really played that app too much. Oh, hi. John Ryan. Is Halo 2 red versus blue? Someone's an Xbox player. You know, someone is an Xbox player when they have GT, and I'm not talking about Dragon Ball GT. I mean gamer tag. I know where this pipe lead me to. Basketball court. Oops, alright. Got rocks, alright. The flowers reminded you made this design in a pumpkin where you use some green spray mums. You don't know why they apparently made green mums harder to get the harbor in this game. Oh, really? Yeah. I forgot how I even got green hybrids. I look at the flower guide on how to get them, but I think it was like a little bit of a hassle to get them. I don't think anyone got me them. I'm not too sure. I know someone did get me like a few like blue roses, for example. in a few other colors, but oh, someone. Yeah, these flowers though. It wasn't easy to get them all, but I sure managed to spend as much time as I could at every single flower color I needed. Aside from like the basic red, white, yellow, and the orange windflowers. But yeah, when I found out that there was like green flowers, I had to like take them, decorate my house and other places with it. It's really sad that there aren't any green flowers. Only green mums, but like that's pretty much it for as far as I know. I like his house with the outside yard like this. Oh, have to red. Oh, it's Leopold. I almost said lion now, but like that ain't him. I kind of like the way this looks, like trees, flowers, bushes, street light, the flooring, the tiles. I mean, it looks really good. Really well designed path right there. And there's the banner, which sadly you can only get from Pocket Camp. And they have like the good stuff in Pocket Camp. Meanwhile, in New Horizons, we only get like almost nothing good. Well, that's where the pipe would have led to. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Pocket Camp gets way more content than New Horizons. A mobile game getting more than the freaking console game. Muffy, yeah, the Gothic Sheep. Got Pecan. Oh! Check him out. Who else? Monty. Oh, it's Sheldon. Cardio. Sheldon is right here. Leopold. So I've only seen Leopold and Sheldon so far. I haven't seen the others yet. Wiggy. Marcy. Oh, this house, either Blue Bear or I'm guessing Blue Bear. I don't even have her as my island resident, and I still remember. Oh, look. The FDI rules. And it's Paris. Paris. Not available. Oh, they look like they're searching for one more building. Wait. So there's like 9 currently. So Blue Bear. Christine, these 2. Okay, so there's probably like 5 outside. What if Nintendo's next console is just a phone? The Nintendo phone? Honestly, I could probably see that happening. I don't know. Like, if anything, they should literally, they could do that. I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I mean, phones have been getting quite powerful lately. Woo, Arr! Honestly, I don't know if Nintendo would ever make like a console based on a phone. It'd be nice so I could pretty much like go with that direction. If it does have like, you know, the Joy-Con like buttons or anything similar to the Switch, I'd be down. And if they do have like an optional like 5G service as well as 4G LTE, I'd be down as well. Use like any carrier like T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and other foreign mobile carriers as well. Oh, there's Monty. Alright, so we see Monty, Blue Bear, Sheldon, Leopold, and there's Pecan. Alright. This is... Oh, okay. This is... Dump. No way, it was giving me so much trouble to sit on the stump. Also, if Nintendo ever does make a phone console like that, I hope it's like not as weak. Because like there's a lot of people complaining that the Switch is extremely underpowered, even compared to like the PS4, PS5, and the other Xbox consoles. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's go check and see the other villagers inside. Twiggy. Alright, bye. Marcy's house. Her house is like pretty with pink and standard white-ish furniture around as well. Just a mix. We gotta check out Bo. Honestly, if I ever do end up seeing Bo and a random villager hunt, whenever I do get a second console and open up a second island, that's gonna be tough. Even though I do have his amiibo card, it's gonna be tough to decide if I want him or not. We'll have to see. Like, it depends if I get him too soon, or if I get him later and I need to get a villager in. All these systems tell me if I feel tired or not. Honestly, I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say I'm too tired. I'm just like barely tired. There's nothing much going on. That's the same. Kind of wish it was November right now, or pretty much next week. Anyways, address for this one, and anyone wants to tune in, whether they're watching the VOD or watching right now. 8539-166-7091. We got Sean Ryan right here. Got Paris over there. Paris, France. Some art. Oh my god, look at this. Honestly, fossil. Star fragment. Bunch of books. There's really not that many books, but still. Have a screen. I forgot this one turns on the lights. Nice bedroom. Like, it could look a little better if they replaced the wallpaper and the floor with something more unique or fitting, but it doesn't look too bad. There's the kitchen. Check out the basement to see how it's like. Oh, it's a wrestling ring. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. It's like they want to get their brawl on, sure. Got like I don't know how to say this. Or more like an electronic / entertainment room. Computers, arcade machines, video game consoles, TV, and some other stuff. Alright, let's go check out the other house. Oh yeah, I don't have any amiibo cards to open up since last week I opened up my last amiibo card pack. I got Maple on it, even though like I already got Maple from someone a while ago. Also did get like a few good ones, and that was it. I do have like the Series 5 amiibo cards pre-ordered from Best Buy, so I don't think I'll be guaranteed to get them on November 5th, but someday soon, I should be able to have 3. Get like my first cards in. I hope I get like, you know, Raymond, Sherb, Audie, the new villagers, Sasha and Shino, as well as like a few others. Also Dom and Judy as well. The agriculture and applied life science building, the basement or one basement storage areas is called the dungeon. Really? Huh. Interesting. Pretty much a floral or agricultural dungeon. Don't know there are other areas like that in the building. Guess I learned something. Cause I didn't like take any agricultural classes back then. the only science class I took during college was like geography or geology. I think it was geography. Learning about like rocks and mountains and that kind of stuff. And also on biology for our lab class. Bedroom. There's no basement. I just realized there is nothing down there. Space shooter. Oh man, I want to get my hands on the Nintendo Switch OLED. I've been trying to find one of these and I still got no luck. They've been sold out like crazy. I just hope the Nintendo Switch OLED doesn't share the same problematic fate as the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. It just sucks having to deal with limited stock and scalping. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done exploring around here. There's nothing much else I want to check out. Bye, Blue Bear. See you again in another dream. I don't think I've explored an island like the Azor. Like, named Azor, I mean, somewhere, so. Oh well. But it was nice checking it out. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, end it right there. Like, there's not so much else left to do for now, so, oh well. So, Nintendo Switch Online's expansion pack's coming out on Monday, which means I don't have the Nintendo 64 controller mode in yet, but I'll pretty much use it anyways for when we get new games coming into the Switch Online, like Banjo-Kazooie, Kirby 64, and a few other games coming, so I'll probably play those, as well as the Sega Genesis games. I didn't buy the Sega Genesis controller, because I felt like the 64 is going to be more relevant to me. And then, like, next Friday, we'll have Mario Party Superstar, so I'll be playing that. And then a week after that will be the Animal Crossing update and the DLC, so I'll be checking that out a bunch. And yeah, we got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl later on, and a few other stuff. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to stop right there. Thanks for watching. To the channel, feel free to follow. Sorry I haven't streamed much, even though I did stream the Smash DLC earlier this week. It's just that no one showed up, so I just ended up just, you know, doing some spirit collecting. I still have to, like, collect all the spirits, but, like, I missed out on some of the ones that were only available for a limited time, so I gotta wait until they're finally available, so oh well. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time if we ever get to play anything else on coming up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Good night.